Hello, my name is Sohan Badalkar, representing my team Rebased, and this is RiftSight, a solution for problem statement 3, tracking of funds within bank for fraud detection. So traditional row-based databases are too slow for fraud detection as they require complex joins to connect the dots. But RiftSight uses a graph database that treats connections as data, tracing fund flows across multiple accounts instantly. Now I'll be showing you the early prototype of our idea. In this demonstration, every circle represents an account and every arrow represents a timestamped fund transfer. You can see these values 9.8 lakhs, 9.8 lakhs, and 9.8 lakhs. You can notice that every value is engineered to be just below the 10 lakh threshold that the Prevention of Money Laundering Act requires the banks to report. A traditional system sees 5 clean transactions, but RiftSight aggregates intent across graphs and sees 149 lakh shadow transfer being smurfed. Now, if I drag this time slider, you can see the speed with which these 3 hops are made in just 3 minutes. This is not human. This is a money laundering script that beats banks' batch cycles, and our temporal velocity module would catch it before the money would even exit. So now this is a mule module, and this is declared as a student account in the bank's KYC records. But the eigenvector centrality, which we can think of as Google PageRank, but for bank accounts, matches a tier 1 laundering hub. This is a behavioral drift, and the graph sees what the customer records could never see. Now, with just a click of a button, our LLM would translate the full graph query result into plain language investigation narrative in just milliseconds. This is not a risk score, but a story an investigator can naturally act on. Every identifier has been SHA-256 hashed throughout this entire process, and the personal data only demasks at this moment when the case is formally opened, which is compliant with the India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act by architecture and not just policy. One button gives you an evidence package ready for the financial intelligence unit. What you saw just now is just a concept, and the final product would be an AI-powered graph intelligence engine running on live queries with all the modules firing simultaneously and mapping the network in real time. RiftSight catches the network, not just the transaction. Thank you.